Hi everyone, thank you for joining today's section. Today we are starting on our second section on total unchanged. Now remember last week we studied on single unchanged and today we are attempting more about total unchanged. Now, what exactly is total unchanged? Hi Wayne. Hi. Okay, I'll just wait for all of you to come in first. Hi everyone, thank you for coming back for today's section. Okay, let me just. Hi everyone. Hello. Okay, you're just in time. I'm just about to start. Okay. Thank you for coming back for today's sections. Today we are working on total unchanged. Remember last lessons we covered on single unchanged? Today we're going to learn more about total unchanged. Now before we start, please get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil. We are going to work on two different work problems. So get yourself some material so that you can work out the questions with me. Okay? So I'll give you about a minute. Get yourself a paper and a pencil and we're going to start the lesson. Okay? Everyone ready? All of you got your material with you? Okay. Now we are going to start on today's series. Today's series is the same thing on total unchanged. Now, can anyone tell me what is the concept about? When you say total unchanged, what does that mean? Anyone have any idea? Okay, yes, Wayne. Let me unmute you. Yes, Wayne, what do we mean by total unchanged?
Like when like there's two people in the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they don't, like, a third character doesn't pop up. They just exchange with each other. Then
Oh, okay.
total is still the same at
Very good,
first.
very good. Now, Wayne used a very good word. He used the word exchange. Now, that is a very good idea. Now, to recall that, if you want to work on total unchanged, look out for keywords such as transfer. Okay, so for example, A transfer to B. Okay, internal transfer, exchange within themselves. Okay, I exchange 10 apples with 10 orange. So my total is still the same. So transfer, exchange. When you see such words in the questions, this question or this concept is mostly covered on total unchanged. So let's work on the first work problem. So this is my question. They say, Alice and Tammy had 287 stickers altogether. After Tammy gave 36 stickers to Alice, she had 6 times as many stickers as Alice. How many stickers did Tammy have at first? Now, although they doesn't use the word transfer or exchange, but you do realize that it's between the two person. It's still between Alice and Tammy, and it's about Tammy giving to Alice. It's still within the two of them. This is known as an internal transfer, which uses back the same concept of total unchanged. Now, when I read this question, first of all, remember always highlight keywords. First of all, I understand that they have 287 stickers altogether. Tammy gave 36 stickers to Alice. She had 6 times, okay, 6 times as many stickers as Alice. 6 times as many as Alice. Tammy have at first. So these are some of the keywords. Now, after we identify the keywords, what should I do now? Okay, what should you guys suggest that I should do? Now, should I do BCA, the before change after table, or should I draw model? What do you guys suggest that I should do? Okay, so Rosanna, let me unmute you. Okay, so Rosanna, what do you think will be the best method to solve this question?
I think you should draw a model first.
Oh, model, okay. But if I'm going to draw a model, which statement do you suggest that I should start with?
Alice and Tammy had 287 stickers altogether.
Oh, so you think I should start with the first statement, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want all of you to think about it. Very good, Faliha, using modern method. I want all of you to think carefully about which part should we start with. Now, Rosanna said that I should start with the total stickers altogether, but I don't really agree with that because I have no idea what size I should draw for Alice or Tammy. They only tell me that they have a total. And if I want to draw a model, look at the question. The question asks for at first. So this tells you that this question is about working backwards, right? Because you know what happens in the end and you want to find at first. So this is a working backwards. So if this question is about working backwards, I will start drawing my model from the statement where she has 6 times as many as Alice. Okay, so first thing, very good. Lucas, you got the right understanding. So we are going to draw 6 boxes for Alice, for Tammy, and 1 boxes for Alice. So I cut it into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. 6. Okay, so first one for Tammy, second one for Alice. Now, after I get to this part, what do you think I should do next? They say after Tammy gave 36 stickers to Alice. Should I divide? Someone mentioned about dividing them. Lucas, you mentioned about dividing what? Oh, very good. Wayne said we can think about the total, right? 287. Now remember, there is no change in their total. This is just transferring within themselves. So if you count all the total units, 7 units equals to 287. Excellent. Okay, very good, Faliha. Find 1 unit. So we ask ourselves, 287 divided by 7, what will we get? Very good, Lucas. Okay, if we divide it by 7, we can get 41. Yes, Alice, very good. We got 41 as 1 unit, but it's still what they want me to do. Because they asked for how many stickers did Tammy have at first. So I'm looking for Tammy. Lucas, remember I'm looking for Tammy at first. So Tammy, let's take a look at Tammy in the end. Tammy in the end is a total of 6 units, right? So we find 6 units. Remember, this is Tammy in the end. So I'm looking for my 6 units. I'm take 41 multiplied by 6. What will be my answer if I take 41 multiplied by 6? Okay, 41 take away 6. Very good. You get 246. Is that my answer? Is that going to be my final answer as 246? No, right? So what is my next step? Okay, Hauja, what do you think I should do? Oh, wait, we don't have to cut Alice into... Oh, you're trying to show me the part where you receive? Okay, so let me get someone else to help me. Hi, Hauja. Can you unmute yourself?
246 minus 36.
Why must I do minus 36?
Because he gave 36 stickers to him.
Okay, all of you, a lot of you tell me to take away 36. It is incorrect. Remember, this 246 is in the end or before? What do you think? 246
Add 36.
Yes, we have to add 36 because you get 6 units after you gave to Alice. So Tammy should have more because you gave a portion away to Alice. We should plus with 36, not take away 36. Understand? Okay. So remember, we should add with 36, not take away. 246, add with 36. You get 282. That's it. So that means Tammy has 282 and Alice only have 5. Clear? Okay, remember you're working backwards. So if Tammy gets something to Tammy, he has to take back from Alice. So key step is we are supposed to do addition, not subtraction. Okay, remember the concept. This is about total unchanged and you're working backwards. So give away, you add back. You receive, then you minus. Everyone is clear about this question? Okay, so this is a very classic question about total unchanged. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, very good. Now, everyone try the next one first before I go through the step. So this is about this question. Molly had 3 times as many beats as Ben. If Molly gave 22 beats to Ben, Ben would have half as many beats as Molly. How many beats do they have all together? Now, I'm going to give all of you about a minute. I'm going to let you try it out first. Perhaps get the right model drawing first. Okay, you can go by BCA table. You can go by model drawing. I give you a minute to get your model drawn up first before we do the calculation. So your minute starts now. Just get me the right model. Okay, don't worry about the calculation, but get the right model first. Okay, learn to interpret the meaning. Mm-hmm. Okay, get the right model before I go through your work. Okay, now I want all of you to give me a suggestion. If I'm going to work on this question. Which part should I start with? Okay, if you're going to work on models, I want you to think about how should you construct a model for this question. Now, this is comparison, and remember the concept is about total unchanged. You're giving away, and the total is the same. Molly has 3 times more. Alice is incorrect. Molly is not 3 times more than Ben. Alice is 3 times as many as Ben, meaning Molly is 3 units, Ben is 1, not 3 times more. Okay, don't be confused by that. Oh, Faliha, you got an answer. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to draw the model. So I'm going to start with this part about drawing Molly into 3 units and Ben as 1. So Molly, Ben. Okay, so Molly, I have it as 3 units. Ben has 1. Then we talk about Molly give 22 bits to Ben. Now, and they talk about Ben would have half as many as Molly. Now, what would you suggest me to do right now? Anyone have any idea how do I continue the second part of my model? They mentioned about Molly gives 22 bits to Ben. Okay, so we give away, right? We cut out a little portion of it. Okay, Molly, and I indicate this as 22. And you give it to Ben. So Ben will now receive this little extra part of 22. Next, what does that mean by Ben would have half as many beats as Molly? So Liha, what do you think I should continue from? How do you think I should continue from here? When it said Ben would have half as many beats as Molly. But where's the half? How do we get this part? Oh, you think 1 unit is 22? Why? Why do you think 1 unit is 22? Anyone know how should we continue with the model drawing? What should I do right now? Okay, now there's 2 pair of drawing your models. Okay, I'm going to show you the 2 separate way of drawing. Okay, so this is the before. Okay, let me show you to you. This is the before. You can also draw it in the part where this is the after. Okay, let me draw for you. This is before and after. This is the 22 he received. Okay, you realize that this is your initial. Let me use my color. Okay. Okay, I'll show you by colors, right? This is the 3 units. This is the 1 unit. This is based on the phrase statement. And then when Ben received that 22 from Molly, this is the same 1 unit. Okay, and then he received this 22. This is the received part. Now Molly become twice. Ben is half as many as Molly, so Molly got twice of it. If I look at my model drawing, right? Okay, if I cut out the 22 on each part because they are equal, what do you notice? Okay, I want all of you to observe my before and after model. Sorry, yeah, just let me highlight first. What conclusions can we make based on my model? Remember, the top is based on before. Before Molly gave any bits to Ben, and the after is the part where I talk about Ben. 22 is half of a block. Very good. Okay, now compare your units. Let's look over here. Look at Molly, 1 unit. This is also 1 unit. Now, what happened to the last part? Oh, sorry, Hajay, that's not one block. 22 is not half a block. Now count all your units together. Remember I said the total is unchanged, right? Total does not change at all. Look at my before. I have 4 units. Look at my after. I have 1, 2, 3 units plus 66. Can you realize that? Before Molly gave to Ben, they had total of 4 units. After Molly gave to Ben, they formed 3 units plus 66. They are supposed to be equal. They are supposed to be equal because total unchanged. So what do we notice about the value of 1 unit? At first, it's 4 units. In the end, it's 3 units plus 66. So what conclusion can I make? Very good, Wayne. 1 unit represents 66. Now, question asked for, very good. Now, question asked, how many bits do they have all together? Now, what should I find if they want to find all together? All together means how many units should I look out for? All together, keywords. So if you look at, you can either use the before and after, up to you. Now, for me, I will use the before because I found the value for 1 unit. Before make up 4 units. So 4 units. Okay, Lucas, you should multiply by 4, not by 3. Because 66 is meant for 1 unit, but you have a total of 4. Okay, so 66 multiplied by 4, that will give us a total of 264. So this is my answer, 264 bits. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Okay, it's all about getting the right model structure. Once you understand what is happening, solving it will be very easy. So in this case, let me go through again. I split my model into 2 parts. One, the top one is about before. The bottom part is after. Okay, so model part here, what I do is I draw my 4 main units based on 3 times as many as Ben. Now the bottom part, because Ben received that 22, so he will become 1 unit plus 22. And since he is half of Molly, Molly will have the same size as Ben, but multiplied by 2. So you get 2 sets like this. After that, we just have to remember the total remain the same. We just compare what is the difference between your before and after. Clear? Now, this is one way of doing. Now, if you doesn't understand model, another easier way to do it is you put in the BCA table. I'll quickly just draw the table for you. For those who prefer using BCA table, this is what happened. Okay, let me write it out. So what happened here is this is for Molly, this is for Ben. Before, change, and after. Molly is 3 units, Ben is 1. Molly gave 22 to Ben, so take away 22, here plus 22. Ben became half of Molly, so Ben is now 1 unit. Molly is 2. But remember, total remain unchanged. Look at your total. This is 4 units. This is 3 units. Are they the same? 4 and 3 is not really the same. The values are different. So you want to think about, hey, now what is a common multiple between 4 and 3? So 4 and 3 common multiple is what? If you list out the timetable of 4 and 3, what is a common multiple? If you list out timetable of 4 and 3, it's 12. Very good. So each of the values here, you have to change them to 12. So I will be able to get this as 12 units. I multiply by 3. So this is 9 units. 3 units. I multiply everything multiplied by 3, everything multiplied by 4. This is 8 units. This is 4 units. From 9 to become 8, 1 unit is 22. Altogether is 12 units. 22 times 12. You can also get the same answer. So this is a table method. This method is highly recommended if you are not good in your model drawing. And this can be applied to total, unchanged, different, unchanged. They all use the same table structure. So what we do here is to make your total to have the same units. Now, don't worry, if you find this method too complicated, stick to your model. This is just a different approach. You can do a BCA table, you can do a model drawing. It's up to you on which way you prefer. If you're doing on a table structure, what we do is to make the total having the same number of units. Okay, but for lower primary, for P3 and P4, you can easily use your model drawing, it's fine. They are not going to give you a very big number for you to work on, so a model method is good enough. But if you're in P5 and P6, then you should use a table because it's much easier and it saves a bit more time on drawing a model. Okay, is everyone clear? Now, any question you would like to ask me before we end today's section? Anyone? Okay, now if you have no questions, now I noticed there's a few of you who joined the Telegram group. Now, if you have not joined, would you please, if you are interested, do join. Every week I will post a question. So after today's lessons, by 8 o'clock, I will post a questions for this week. Okay, you can work on the question. It's a practice question on top of what we have learned. Okay, so if you're keen, feel free to scan the QR code. Or if you can't access to it, do let me know. Or do let the Tenopy site know. We can send you the link to join. Every week, I will post a questions for you to work on. But I'll probably post 1 or 2 questions on the same concept we learned for today. Okay, so by 8 o'clock, I will post a questions for this week's section. You can work on it and share with me your answer. And so every week, I will post more questions for practice. Okay? Now, anyone have any questions you would like to ask me before I end off today's section? Anyone? Okay, if there's no other questions, I will see you guys next week for our next section on constant difference. Okay? Anything to ask? No? Okay. Now, that's all. I will see you guys during our next section. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, do join and then say hi to me when you join, okay? Bye.